So I am back from Romania. So let's give you a run through of what happened at Romania. So Romania was a big eye-opener for me. I mean, this whole year has been like a massive eye-opener for me anyway, but this show in particular was very, very eye-opening. When I go into shows, I usually go in with whatever happens, I've brought my best, and that is all that I can do. That's all I can control. Going into this show the last few days, I was like, I'm winning this show. I've done everything I can. I'm winning this show. That was in my mind the entire time. I was like, that's it. That's all I'm getting. I'd almost confirmed in my head, like, yeah, you're winning. It's fine. Like, you're coming top 3. It's fine. If you guys are like OG followers or anything like that, and if I go into shows like that, it's never a good outcome for me anyway. So I always have to go into shows thinking, do you know what, I've brought my best, whatever happens, happens, because that's the way you've got to go into shows sometimes. You can't control the outcome, you can't control the judges, what they want, who turns up. All of the variables you can't control. Those are the variables you can't control. And for me, I really took this placing personally, like massively. And this isn't me being a sore loser or anything like that. It's just when you grind your hardest you've ever grinded before and you don't like the result you get, it's so hard to not take it personally, like so hard. So for me, when I got 5th place, I was like, what have I done wrong? Like, I must have really fucked up at this one to like have got that placing, or must have looked really bad on stage, blah blah blah. You've got to backtrack, and remember, this is such a subjective sport. You're literally being judged on your body, someone's opinion. what you look like up against the other lineup. Don't get me wrong, I'm not ungrateful for placing 5th, because I had a message this morning. Someone messaged me saying I would have loved to come 5th place, and that was kind of a reality check. Like, Phoebe, you've still made it in the top 5. Like, that's another top 5 placing. It still points towards the Olympia. I'm sure so many people would love to be in the position that I'm in, even just being pro. And that's not me being stuck up, that's just me being realistic. Like, I know people that are grinding out this year to get their pro card and still haven't. So, like, I'm still in a very good position for where I am. But I can still be happy with my placing, but still want to be better. You can be happy with the placing, but you can also want to work and grind for that top spot. And that's how I'm going into my next show, the Italy show, in like 3 days time. So for me, that's my thoughts and feelings at the moment. Like, it was really tough taking that placing, but I'm doing nothing but learning from it. I'm grateful that I'm still in the top 5. Like, as my first year as a pro, I'm still in the top 5. Still got points towards the Olympia. I've got to break it down and simplify it a little bit more to be like, Phoebe, like, look at the positives. With feedback, it's hard to kind of pinpoint what you need to work on, and sometimes you've just got to take the exact same physique that you took to another show into another show with a different panel of judges and hope that they like you up against the lineup, if that makes any sense. I'm really happy with what I took to this show. I'm a bit watery still from post-show treats and stuff, like the day after. So we can only work from that and see what happens the next few days. I'm really happy going into this show. It's been a free and tough week this week, but I can only get better from learning from this show. So doing back-to-back shows is really tough. Like, you can't, there's no fuck-ups, there's no room for error. You've just literally got to get straight back on it, even though you've already been that stage lean, that show day condition. You've literally now just got to hold that for the next 7 days, and that's what I've just had to try and do. My weight hasn't really moved a lot, which is quite good, so it hasn't shot up or anything. I went up ½ kilo, it stayed there, and now it's dropped back down again, so I'm really happy with that. This show for me, the Italy show, is going to be a fun show. Max is not actually coming with me, which I'm a bit nervous about, but my best friend Jade Jocelyn is. So she's going to be my right-hand woman at everything I do this show. So I'm really excited for it. This show is just going to be, like I said, a fun one. I'm just going to go out there and enjoy the day. I mean, I'm going to enjoy every moment of backstage, on show. Like, I'm just going to enjoy everything. So yeah, that's my thoughts of doing back-to-back shows, and that's my update from Romania. So if you want to take away anything from this, I would say don't feel like you're never enough. Like, this whole week I felt not enough because of my placing, and I just want to admit that, because people have been like, well, how have you felt coming 5th? And I just haven't felt enough. That's, for me, I brought my best physique ever and it didn't get 1st. But I can't take that personally. Do you know what I mean? I can't take that personally and think, do you know, Phoebe, you're not enough for competing at all. That's not the case at all. It just wasn't my day. A placing doesn't define who you are. Like, all your hard work that you put into this sport, just because you didn't get the placing you wanted doesn't mean that you didn't work hard. You weren't good enough. Like, always remember that you are good enough and you are working hard. So remember that. My brain is, this video probably is going to sound like crazy because my brain is all over the place right now, but that's my updates for Romania. Yeah, on to Italy, on to new adventures, and I will see you in the next video. Jade has found a chocolate shop. A chocolate shop. We were looking for a supermarket. This is a chocolate shop. God help. Please send help.